Well, hi, good morning. It's a Tuesday, and what we have seen on Monday, uh, it implies that the bears actually, or the markets traders, they have been trying to break the levels on the downside here. Now, the levels, what should be very important for you to know is that for Nifty, again, 10,070 to 10,100, that sort of range is again very important in context of 2 points here. Number one, there is a very high open interest build up around 10,000. 10,000 put basically, I'm seeing exceptionally high interest build up on the versus the last 5 or 6 months here. So that tells me that again, that's is sort of area where actually the market is thinking perhaps is going to offer very good support to the markets here. So from that context, perhaps we could expect that yes, some reversal, some support could be emerging out from that area. Second point would be, which we should be aware of, is that there has been good sort of long call addition, long put addition on either side here. So that also is a reflect of the fact that it is actually, while they are hoping that yes, reversal or basically bounce back should come, primarily because we are at the lower end in terms of derivative range for December series, but then they're not sure because the market is not giving them conviction. Sectorally, we are not seeing big sort of sector leadership here, and secondly, again, the volumes are very low, and we are in December month here. So again, that all adds up to the fact that it is uncertain that perhaps they could get better entry points here. It's a bull market, it's a buy on dip sort of market here. There is no 2 points about that. But then the point about is that are you going to hit the lower levels? The liquidity is out there, but are you going to hit the lower levels? Can you get 9 and 50 also? I think that's what I think why actually traders are actually on a tentative sort of positions here. And lastly, very importantly, RBI policy is on Wednesday, and that also basically is making traders to slightly wait a bit, because for any sort of reaction, any sort of downward reaction, actually you could still get better points here. So those sort of events again basically are actually making the markets right now slightly tentative. In terms of bank nifty, I think that sort of level has been breached. 25,180, that level has been taken out, and I think 24,800, that also could be coming out very soon. So versus nifty, I think the bank nifty actually provided a much better opportunity in terms of shorting, in terms of buying puts, and I think that's what I think the market has done that. Now that is the index again. How basically are the other stocks, or in terms of opportunities that you're looking to? And you would argue that you actually have midcap pharma, you have also shipping stocks actually, which are doing really good. The Baltic index is almost 15% up in the last 1 month, and normally the freight rates are going up. If the eastern side corridor in terms of global trade, that basically is getting jammed, the rates are moving up. In fact, actually, the global traders actually want to. In fact, they are agreeing to pay even more, and that tells me that shipping stocks perhaps are actually having a good time. So stocks like Shipping Corporation did well on Monday, but again, those are looking quite interesting. Market Alliance, Shreyas Shipping, Varun Shipping, G Shipping, all those stocks again could be providing you opportunity, but then in terms of quality, you have to choose. But then shipping sector as such actually is looking quite interesting. Medcare Pharma, I think that sector provides a good opportunity not only for today, but I think for the next 2 3 weeks. It actually is looking quite interesting here. A lot of stocks actually you have to see those actually are outperforming. So Midcap IT saw very good buying yesterday. In US markets, there was a good selling in the technology stocks. So perhaps watch out for the first hour. If there is no major impact, then I think Midcap IT could continue to outperform. So in my own mind, I would think that PSU banks and metals are not looking that sort of convincing, because there is a correction in metal prices on LME. So there is no point basically taking a big risk on metal stock just because they were rallying yesterday. Overall, I think the base metal prices are not going anywhere. They're not actually falling, or there is no panic sort of correction there. They're looking quite stable, but there has been a moderation in terms of pricing, what you have seen. The dollar has actually improved slightly. So in that context, perhaps you could get better entry point in the metal stocks also. Maybe it's looking interesting to me in terms of metal stocks, in terms of opportunity, but maybe better entry points could be coming there. PSU banks recovery. I'm not in that camp. Bond yields actually have been going up. That's a serious dent to the treasury income. Operational income, we know there is no power there. So in terms of credit growth, market share, if you want to play that, you would ideally play on the private banks and NBFCs. Those actually are doing good there. Why would you like to play on credit growth on PSU banks, except SBI or another stronger large cap PSU bank? But I think apart from that, if the treasury income is falling, you don't want to play on the PSU bank recovery here. And I think lastly, what should be interesting here in terms of sectoral churns also, look out for the liquor stocks also, because I like the way United Spirits actually broke out of the channel here. So there was good momentum in United Spirits stock. So that could also provide a fillip in terms of what we were seeing So apart from that, again, stocks like MGL, IGL, Syngene International, United Spirits I just talked about, those stocks actually were indeed looking very interesting in terms of technical patterns, breakouts, in terms of the way volumes actually shot up in those counters. So perhaps those stocks, from a trading point of view, actually you can look at. From investment idea point of view, I usually will do separate videos, dedicated videos on the stocks. But then from a trading point of view, just as a trade setup update, I think those stocks are looking very interesting. So I think I will keep you updated on my Facebook page or Twitter. Just keep me following and post it. Take care and have a good day.